Alright, this is my Jeep YJ 1990 Islander Edition. I just picked up about 3 weeks ago. I'm gonna try to document the stuff I've done on it. So far I haven't done much, honestly. Just a little bit of interior stuff I did. As you can probably hear, it's not running great. Exhaust is a little loud. I'm gonna try to go to the muffler place now and see if they can take a look at that for me. It's got some rust, you know, of course, like all the Jeeps do. Frame's not terrible, but there's a lot of stuff I'm gonna be having to work on. Some dents. Right now I've got a full thing of, well, I've got a treatment of seafoam in there. I'm running for the 100 miles, then I'm gonna change the oil. Windshield frame. It's not great. Of course, the windshield's cracked too. I got new windshield wiper blades I'm gonna put on here. Just for the record, these are stock were 11-inch wiper blades. They're pretty small and they're hard to find at local stores, so I bought 13-inch ones and they do fit, but they are the kind that hook though. Just for a heads up. Yeah, this frame's pretty rusty. The guy said he tried to get it replaced, the windshield replaced, but Safelite wouldn't do it because of this section over here. I'm imagining it's probably more than that actually, but it doesn't look great. I don't know. Might get a new frame, but might just try to patch up this frame and reuse it. But yeah, there's a good amount of stuff I'm gonna have to do on here. I'm looking forward to it though, honestly. So I got some dents back here too. Get a new bumper for back here. I don't like this CJ top. I'm gonna get that replaced too. It's definitely not my favorite, mainly because the way it opens here. I mean, this isn't a big deal, but it goes over the tailgate, so I can't have a tire on there basically on the back unless I do the bumper tire carrier, which I'll probably do. But I'm still looking at replacing that top. And of course they put CJ doors on here too, which I don't like either. I mean, they're in bad shape, so I'd have to replace them anyways, but I just hate these handles. And that's also because on the inside, the handle's way back at the back of the door here, so when I go to get out of the car, I have to put my hand behind my back to open the door. And of course, they took out the door strikers and put in a piece of iron or steel or whatever there just to catch the door. But yeah, just zoom out a little bit here. The interior, I've got a little messy right now because I've got some stuff from Amazon I've been replacing things with. But I don't know what those things are up there on the roll bar there. I don't know what that little buckle is. But yeah, he rhino lined the back and, well, the entire inside actually. It's pretty crappy. I don't really like it. I'm gonna redo all that. I took out the middle console because it was in bad shape too. I might be able to fix that. But yeah, he told me there was a baseball sized hole in the floor. It's almost like a baseball bat sized hole actually, but and of course that pillar's gone there. And there was some rust that was back here that they just plated up, I guess, with some screws and sent it. So yeah, Dashboard. It's not in terrible shapes, but I hate these covers here. They're kind of peeling up anyway, so I'm going to replace that. Speakers are in terrible shape. I put something in here, but it's, I don't know, it doesn't work. Other side doesn't even have a speaker. It does have a radio in it, but that also just was hooked up to one really crappy speaker that was sitting loose on the floor, just rolling around. So I went ahead and just took that out. I'm going to replace all that. Ashtray was full of coins and rust. Took that out. I'm going to replace that. He's got some switches for some lights. I think they're in the front, but they don't work. A bunch of loose wires down here. Loose wires down there. Kind of muddy under here. You can tell he's done some shit with it. And so far, the one thing I have done that I didn't document, I wish I would have, is second day I was driving it, the hazard switch broke. It got stuck on, so I got home and turned the car off. The hazard lights kept blinking, so I had to disconnect the battery. So that turned out I had to end up replacing the whole switch on the inside of here. That was a pain in the butt. There's a wiring harness you have to fish all the way down this steering column, and there's just enough space for that wiring harness with the connector on the end there to get through, like just enough. So you really have to work it in there. It took me about 40 minutes to get it down that steering column. But yeah, seats were not in great shape either. Actually, the seat over here was the driver's seat. I had to drive that home. Took me I got about 90 miles it took me to get it from where I bought it to home, and that was very uncomfortable. So I'll replace the seats, but in the meantime I just took the passenger seat and put it on the driver's side so I can use it. It does have a back seat, but I took it out to clean. It's not in great shape either. But yeah, so alrighty.